The National Basketball Association and your Washington Wizards are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupting play, or using improper gestures. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations of these rules to the nearest usher, security guard, or arena staff member.
And fans, join us at our power promotional game at the entrance to receive your very own complimentary Wizards Beat.
And the next person's game will be doing a giveaway of a G-Wiz mug. A great way to show up for love with your DC family. Don't forget to come out to the game on Saturday. What was the last year? That was pictures of your favorite mascot, G-Wiz.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And a chance here now to look at the rookie race. Never too soon to see how some of the fresh faces in the league are holding up. We've got quite a few youngsters looking to put their name in the front of the Rookie of the Year race. Well, you look at Wallace. As soon as the season started, he started impacting games with his play. That's rare to see from a rookie, and that's why he's number 4 for us.
And he has had a dynamic start to his first season of NBA basketball. He might not be at the top of that list, but he has been great all the same.
I think it's easy to see him climbing even higher on that list as he gets more and more comfortable with his new teammates.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Jalen Suggs. Then there's Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at center, locking down the middle. And for the Wizards, they've got Sarr, MP out there with George. Then it's Harden, and it's Carrington in at the 2. With league-wide focus doors on size at every position, we've seen the demise of the traditional point guard.
So, Kevin, the first point you make is absolutely valid. Even 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", we're seeing point guards of that size. And not only are they exceptional passers, they like to score it. So that's first and foremost. But what I believe ultimately is, if you're 6'3" and under and you still bring a special amount of skill, there's going to be a place for you.
It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
There's a lot of guys showing out in the league right now as we work our way towards all-star selections. MP isn't in that bunch. He's got some work to do to prove that he's worthy of just even a selection at this point.
Clock at 4. Here's Sarr, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
MP with it, picked up by Suggs. MP dishes to Harden. Here's MP. Outside for George. And stolen by Wagner. Banchero draws the double. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Pass to Carrington. No good on the 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Displaying some solid body strength and balance, Jalen Suggs to the cup.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, thanks, Kevin. The Wizards head coach did talk to me a few minutes ago. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Harden finds MP. Pass to Song. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. You know, Doris, at one point, the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Now it's the numbers for Jordan Poole.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Harden. Still scoreless. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Banchero looking around. Over MP. Washington with the rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
George with the screen on Suggs. Outside for George. And it's off from three-point range. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to Boston. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now, here's MP. Coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Back to George. Shoots over Wagner. And it's George missing.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And it's Wagner missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
MP finds George. Can't cash in from close range. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Wagner outside. Magic moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Hits it from three-point range. Suggs has got his second basket of the night. Wizards trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's MP. Plays it up and banks it in. MP's got 6.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
From 18 feet away, and the shot is good.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. He's checked in for the Wizards. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. In fourth, the Wizards.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide-open, long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
MP against Banchero. MP dishes to Harden. MP sets the screen for Harden. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, this is the basis of James Harden's game, right? That three-point accuracy opens up every other aspect of the floor and his scoring ability.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Koulibaly. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Here's MP. Pass to Carrington. Orlando grabs the miss. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 6. Pass to Harden. MP against Banchero. MP kicks to Harden. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Possession to the net.
Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. If you look at Washington, right there in 5th position, middle of the pack in the conference. And checking out Orlando, down 5 spots from them.
When I look at Orlando,
they haven't been the kind of fierce competitors here in the early season that they were just last year. Not even close. Could this be a team about to take a giant step backward?
It might be a little bit early to make that kind of declaration, but one big hot streak, he'll be right back on top.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Magic leading by 6. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Carter. A double him with Saul. Suggs passes to Wagner. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up. And it's Suggs missing. Wizards have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's MP. Kicks it out to Harden. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Both teams will make substitutions. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Taking a look here at numbers for Anthony.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter. Banchero comes in for Williams. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Howard. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. Harden dishes to MP. MP to the rack. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. So on the floor for Orlando. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's find out the news on Cole Anthony. David, what's the update?
Hey guys, the Magic's head athletic trainer gave me an update. Apparently he has elbow tendonitis and is really having a tough time coping with the pain. Now it's an unfortunate blow to them so early on in the season. We'll see how this team responds moving ahead. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Celtics was superb. He came away with 41 points, and he got lots of great looks. He's shooting it at a high clip. An amazing performance. Probably we won't see a night like that anytime soon. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Harden the pass to MP. Oh, MP makes it look easy.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Suggs. It's a 9-point spread. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wagner passes to Bitadze. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Good ball movement here by the Magic. There's Wagner with the 3. Drills it from outside. Wagner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Harden dishes to MP. It's hauled in by the Magic. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. Wagner outside. And Orlando again with the bucket.
What a great score. Franz Wagner gets it off quickly. So little time to react.
MP inside. He's defended by Wagner. MP, no good. Bounce pass, Wagner.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
1:57 left now here in the second. Here's MP. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
That evens the score. Howard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Here are the Magic now, following the bucket by the Wizards. Banchero left side. From the arc. That's good from Suggs on the assist from Banchero. Suggs has got 15 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
MP sets the screen for George. Back to MP. Intercepted. George against Howard. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice work by Banchero and making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Now, here's MP. He's got 21. Harden inside the three-point line, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. And stolen by MP. Over to the wing. Kicks it out to Harden. MP looking around. Pass to George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Sark throws it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. There's 21 seconds left in the first half. Suggs against Harden. Here's Suggs. 15 points in the game. Now Banchero. Covered by MP. MP has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. He put together quite a quarter. 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is undeniable. The endurance part, though, open question.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through two quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Orlando trailing here. George is out there with Song. Then it's MP. Then it's Harden. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Suggs. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
I'll tell you, smart play by Jalen Suggs. Just get aggressive off the drive, absorb the contact. Okay.
Back to MP. Three-pointer. MP drills the three. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Over in the corner, Banchero. Over MP. And there the Magic with another bucket.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Harden the pass to MP. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Back to Harden. In the corner, George with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Harden can't hit. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Screen by MP. Pass to Carrington. The Wizards need to get a shot off here from deep three-point land. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024. Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
He misses the free throw.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
MP against Banchero. George dishes to MP. George sets a screen for MP. Outside for George. Three-pointer. The rebound by Batadze.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Jalen Suggs putting in the time, being diligent about becoming more consistent from three-point territory. That time, he makes it look easy.
Here's Carrington. No scoring in this one. And again, Washington no good.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Harden against Suggs. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Well, because Suggs can do so much offensively, he's able to keep defenders off balance, very willing to absorb the contact. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards.
First team foul.
On Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Now, here's Banchero. He's got 20 and finished off by Banchero.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
What a tremendous finish by the young MP. This guy does exactly what it takes to get the contact drawn.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
Personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Washington, MP. Shooting.
Free throw good, MP. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Suggs passes to Bitadze. Back to Suggs. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
And the dunk by MP.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Magic leading by 3. Pass to Bitadze. Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Washington has possession. Plenty of daylight on that shot. MP's got 13 points in just this quarter. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. The lead is 2. Wagner has screen on Harden. Back to Wagner. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Wagner's got 7.
That's about simply playing hard. Wagner doing what it takes to find a shot in the interior.
MP kicks to Harden. MP sets the screen for Harden. That 3 off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Banchero outside. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Banchero's got 24 points. Wizards trail by 6. MP left side. Nice ball movement by Washington. Sarr sets the screen for MP. Pass to Sarr. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. 12 points for Alex Sarr.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
MP against Banchero. Got it. Good job in the low post. Banchero's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Outside for George. Sarr sets the screen for George. Back to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Wagner. The shot by George, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's MP. Paolo Banchero, unable to get his last shot to go in. The shot comes out.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
They set the pick. Suggs passes to Banchero. Over Harden. Banchero, that's good. And it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league. And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
And Harden comes to help. Kicks it out to Wagner. Banchero with the screen. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. George with the ball. Picked up by Suggs. George passes to MP. Down low. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
And guys, let's... MP comes in for George. And it's James Harden in for Jordan Poole. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Williams comes in for Franz Wagner. And so in the game for the Magic, Banchero out there with Williams.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Orlando leading by 5. Howard kicks to Suggs. Carter with a screen on Harden. Here's Suggs. And the rejection by MP. Pass to Carrington. Howard with it. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Orlando's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Howard misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
That's MP with some bad intentions on his way to the cup.
Suggs looking around, and it's Banchero top the key. Here's Carter. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
That was worth the price of admission. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Orlando leading. Now Howard. To the inside. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Howard.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
Pass to Harden. MP against Banchero. Here's Carrington. And he hits it to tie the game up.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. George is checked in for Koulibaly. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze is checked in for Wendell Carter. Franz Wagner comes in for Williams. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Howard. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley said to his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
Thanks so much, David. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Washington?
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Pass to Suggs. Banchero outside. 6 on the shot clock. Washington with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Third team foul. At the line for the Wizards.
That free throw, no good.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, they would have liked to have gotten them all, but he did make it a 2-possession game.
The Magic trail by 4. Wagner kicks to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Looking to end the run. They get it again. Latrey cranes the three-pointer.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
MP against Banchero. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul.
4th team foul.
Here's MP to the wing right side. And a wide open look for Shaw. The Wizards with another miss.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. Franz Wagner seizes the moment, fearless in the face of pressure, big-time shot.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded closely. Pass to Wagner. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Bitadze. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Love the pass from Suggs. Boy, his court awareness is really impressive.
Here's MP. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to MP. Outside, George, just 5 to shoot. Over Banchero. And it's George missing. Magic leading by 3. Takes the 3. And there's Banchero on the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got 3 assists tonight. Timeout, Wizards. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential. They put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Back to MP. Pass to Carrington. 5 to shoot. Tries it from 19, and right on target with the swish. Carrington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Wagner against George. Wagner passes to Suggs.
You cannot be overzealous when you're trying to guard Jalen Suggs. He's so crafty, so good at drawing fouls.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
Out to the wing. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Harden. George sets a screen for Harden. Over Suggs. Harden, no good. Here's Orlando now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. That one falls. Banchero's got 37.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Back to Harden. Suggs with the steal. Pass to Wagner. Harden against Caldwell Pope. Now Banchero. They get it again. Kicks it out to Wagner. There's the lob to Banchero. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Batadze the pass to Banchero. Now, here's Wagner. Here's Sugg. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.